Hey beauties and bees, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very different from my typical beauty videos. So if you came for that type of video, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you might as well exit stage left because that's not what I'm giving you today. As some of you may know, September is Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. This is especially dear to my heart because September 5th was my Uncle Chuck's birthday, and the most significant connection between my Uncle Chuck and September being Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month is the fact that my Uncle Chuck passed away in 2012 due to suicide. He has suffered greatly with the death of my uncle, and lately I have been really struggling. I feel like there's people out there struggling too, you know, and you need to know that you're not alone. And that's really the only thing that I can say. And things I'm going to speak are going to be, you know, the things that I wish that I could say to my uncle. There are a lot of people out there who are friends, family members, lovers of victims of suicide. Wish that they could say the same things. I'd like to say to my uncle, happy birthday, and I miss you. I am so mad at you. I'm angry with you a lot. And I wish that I could say that there are days or weeks that go by that I don't really think about you. But that's not true. Light to so many people. You were joy and happiness, and even though you might have been sad on the inside, you brought so many other people happiness and laughter and fun. And I wish like hell that you could be here. And I wish like hell that I didn't have to name my youngest son in honor of you because you're dead. I wish it could have been because you were alive, and I wanted to name him in honor of you because you were one of my favorite people. Not because you killed yourself. And I missed you so damn bad I had to name my son in honor of you to feel like I had a piece of you left. And I feel like I hate you. I feel like I hate you. Because how could you do this? How could you do this to me? How could you do this to your brothers? How could you do it to your mother? You stupid. You were so wrapped up in your pain that you didn't think about the demons you are going to unleash into all your loved ones. And I know you knew that we loved you. But to me, you told me that my love wasn't enough. I think you're selfish. But more than anything, I miss you. I miss you so bad. I just wish I could have stood in your path on the way down to that barn. I wish I could have grabbed your hand and threw my body on the ground and made you drag me with you. I wish I could have showed you how much you were loved and how much you really meant to us. I wish all my children got to meet you. The two that got to meet you don't even remember. And on top of that, I can't even find the photographs of when they did meet you, so it's like it never even happened. I know there's photos out there of you with my kids when you were catching butterflies at Grandma's yard with them. That makes me mad too, because now I can't even find those pictures. And it's aggravating. And you know, I get on your Facebook all the time. I look at your pictures, and I look at your smile. And I just want to hug you so bad. I just want to go watch Finding Nemo in the movie theater with you again. Go to Dell's and get vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkles and spill half the sprinkles in your truck. I wish that you didn't make this decision. I wish that in that moment your switch got turned off and you realized how stupid of a decision it was. Some days I'm okay,
And then there are days, like your birthday, when I get really down on myself, or days when I look at my youngest son, he gives me facial expressions, or I catch him from a certain angle and he looks just like you. I've had family members who didn't even realize that my son was named in honor of you come up to me and tell me how much he looks like you. And I have to look at him and see you. And I don't even get to share it with you. You make me so mad. I want to burn your freaking hoodie. I want to burn your pirate ship. I want to let go of everything about you and forget you ever existed sometimes. But I can't. You had such a big impact on my life, on who I am as a person, and on everyone else in our family's life. I wish that I could have stopped you, or someone could have stopped you. But most of all, I wish you would have showed how much you were really hurting, so we could have at least had the option to help or not. But you didn't. And you made the decision that you made to walk down to that barn and hang yourself in your own mother's barn. What a jerk. Seriously? Like, who does that? To your own mother? What? You trying to kill her too? Like, I can't even wrap my head around that. That's not even a logical thing. But we have to remember that suicide is not a logical state of mind. I just hope that anyone out there who is thinking about killing themselves, just know that you are loved. And you will be missed. And you will hurt a lot of people. And you might not realize it. You might not realize the people who you affect on a daily basis and the people whose hearts you have touched. But taking your own life is never, never the answer. And easier said than done, especially coming from a suicidal person who understands suicidal tendencies and knows that once that switch is flipped, there's nothing you can really do to stop them. I have been there. And I have been there recently, where death comes riding in on a valiant steed and wants to take you away and whisk you off to serenity. It's something that's very difficult to overcome, but it's not impossible. It's a lie. You are worthy. You are very loved. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You are taking away every single chance at anything good. And not only are you taking those things away from yourself, but you are taking so much more from the ones that you leave behind. You might be thinking to yourself, well, not everyone's the same, and not everyone has that support system, and not everyone has people that would miss them. Yeah, you're right. Not everyone has that. But if you end your life, you take away any chances of you ever having that. It's easy to make those decisions when you're in the heat of the moment and you have absolutely no logic flowing through your head at the time. If you are feeling alone, if you are feeling helpless, hopeless, lost, unworthy, down, depressed, if you are feeling these things and you feel like taking your life is the right option, just stop for a minute. Call someone. Call a suicide hotline. You know, there's so much social media right now. Get on social media. Start looking up hashtags for positive things. Look up things like encouragement, motivation, motivational quotes, motivational speeches on YouTube. You can look up so many different things. So there is one person in particular who comes to mind when I think of ultimate motivation. And his name is Nick Vujicic. I'm not sure. He is a motivational speaker who was born with a rare disorder characterized by the absence of arms and legs. He's a very powerful speaker. I'm sure he has a YouTube or something like that, so I will look him up and link some stuff down below so you guys can
look for him. And if that doesn't motivate you, you know, there are other people out there. Just, you know, YouTube search motivational speakers. You can Google search suicide hotline. I just Googled one. If you don't have access to like a computer, you can't get this information yourself, there's a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and the phone number for that is 1-800-273-8255. They're open 24 hours a day. You can call them at any time and just talk to somebody. Ultimately, you're going to make your own decision, but just know that you're not alone. There are people there. There's a hotline right there, so you can call that if you feel like you're alone. You can talk to me. You can get on social media. You can find me on Twitter and tweet me. Talk to me there. You can find me on Instagram. Talk to me there. You can DM me. Just talk to somebody. Stall yourself long enough until you can flip that switch off and realize, okay, wow, that was really stupid. I need to like get my mind focused again. Another thing that really helps is setting goals for yourself, not unrealistic goals. One goal at a time, one day at a time, something small. You know, I'm gonna make it a goal to get dressed every day and not wear pajamas all day. I'm gonna go for a walk. One thing that's so important that people with depression don't realize that really genuinely helps is fresh air. Fresh air and sunlight help you physically feel better, where if you just go for like a 30-minute walk a day, you will feel so much better. And I know that seems so ridiculous, but it's true. Like, I've had to do these things. I've had to wake up days and just force myself to open the blinds and let the sun come into my house. Pick up a book, heck, pick up a Bible. Do whatever, but do something. Don't just sit there in your sorrows. Not only am I a survivor of attempted suicide, but I am a family member of a suicide victim. I not only know what it feels like to want to do that to yourself, but I know the aftermath of what it feels like when someone you really, really, really love does that to themselves. I want one person at least to know that they're not alone, that someone else out there feels the same way, has felt the same things, has faced the same things, has looked death right in the eye. Together, we can all make it out alive. Nobody has to end their lives because of this pain or sorrow, because there's gonna come a time when you look back at this time in your life and you're like, wow, I'm so glad that I didn't do that. I'm so glad that I pressed forward and had the strength to move on, because if I didn't, then I would never be where I am today. If you want to feel better, if you want to know happiness, if you want to know love, you've got to take that first step on your own. You have to realize how much life really has to offer. And I'm here to tell you today, life has a lot more to offer than you think. I hate to be so corny and use a Nemo reference, but hey, that was one of me and my Uncle Chuck's things, so I'm gonna use it. Just keep swimming. Yeah, you're gonna swim through really dark waters. Yeah, you're gonna pass sharks and creepy animals, but guess what? Eventually, those dark waters come to an end. Those sharks swim past. I pray that all of you are freed from this demon of suicide. I pray in Jesus' name that every single one of you are set free, and I pray that God comes into your life and shows you himself in a way that you have never seen him, in a way that makes you want to live, in a way that makes you thirst for life. And if you are not suicidal and you're watching this because maybe someone you love is suicidal or has attempted suicide or has suicidal thoughts, and you're wondering like, what can I do to help? Like, what can I do? The best thing you can do is love them and be involved. Don't leave them alone. Involve yourself in their life to a point to where they know that there is someone that cares. You being there and being an option for them to reach out to and grab onto when they feel like they're hanging on that cliff. You might be the only thing that they have. You don't have to lecture them and tell them, oh, this is stupid, you don't have to think that way. Don't lecture them. Don't make them feel like they're less than because they feel this way. Let them know you are there and that you are happy and proud of them for still being here. Don't make them feel less than because they can't control it. It's not something we can control. You have to understand that we cannot control the switch. With all that being said, I would like to end this video, one of my favorite videos ever, of my uncle. That always makes me very happy. Probably can't see it very well because it's on my cell phone.
Right, but mama tried.
was my Uncle Chuck singing Mama Tried by Merle Haggard, which is kind of like a family anthem now. My uncle is very influential to me. I loved him very dearly. I wish he was here. I wish he understood how much he was loved. But he's not here anymore. And I've come to terms with that. It upsets me, it angers me, it saddens me, it confuses me. But he is gone. But I'm not. And you are not. So just stay strong and remember that there is always, always beauty to be found in the beastly. You can be broken, battered, torn, ripped apart at the seams, but somewhere in that brokenness, somewhere in that pain and hurt, something beautiful can be born from that. Something beautiful can be found in that. You gotta look for it. I pray that everyone watching this video realizes their worth today. Feel like you need a family and you're unloved and you're unwanted? Click subscribe and become a member of my Lion Pride here on YouTube. We accept all the beautiful beasts. Those beasts out there, they're the strongest ones of them all. That's exactly who I want in my Lion Pride. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Remember, there is always beauty to be found in the beastly. And don't go anywhere, because I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, bye.
Of all the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend,